In a small, picturesque village surrounded by lush forests and rolling fields, the people lived a simple but peaceful life. The villagers were farmers, carpenters, bakers, and weavers, each contributing to the well-being of the community. Though they worked hard, their lives were filled with laughter, songs, and the warmth of togetherness. However, there was one thing that made this village truly special. It was their unwavering spirit of empathy. One winter, a harsh storm swept through the village, bringing bitter cold and heavy snow. The storm damaged many homes, ruined crops stored for the season, and left some families with little food or warmth. Among the most affected was an elderly man named Samuel, who lived alone at the edge of the village. His small home was barely standing, and his firewood had been soaked by the snow. Samuel, too proud to ask for help, tried to endure the freezing nights alone. But the villagers noticed. Maria, the village baker, saw Samuel shivering when he came to buy bread with the few coins he had left. She secretly slipped extra loaves into his basket. "It's nothing," she said when he tried to protest, her warm smile reassuring him. "We all need a little help sometimes." Word of Samuel's plight spread quietly among the villagers. Thomas, the carpenter, visited Samuel's home and saw the damage the storm had caused. Without asking, he began repairing the roof, bringing his son to help. "This will keep the cold out," Thomas said, handing Samuel a thick blanket his wife had sewn. Samuel's eyes welled up, but Thomas simply patted his shoulder and said, "You'd do the same for me." The village children joined in too. They gathered in the forest to collect dry firewood, carefully stacking it by Samuel's door. When he discovered it, he smiled for the first time in weeks, feeling the warmth of their kindness. This spirit of empathy didn't stop with Samuel. The storm had affected many others, and the villagers quickly organized themselves to help. Families shared what little food they had, pooling resources to ensure no one went hungry. Those with strong arms shoveled snow from the paths leading to the homes of the elderly and infirm. The weavers worked tirelessly, making warm clothing and blankets for those in need. The village square, once quiet after the storm, became alive with activity. People worked together, their laughter and chatter filling the air. Despite the hardship, there was a sense of unity and purpose that lifted everyone's spirits. One day, a wandering traveler arrived in the village. He was thin and weary, his clothes torn from his long journey. The villagers welcomed him with open arms, offering him food, shelter, and warm clothing. Surprised by their generosity, the traveler asked, "Why are you so kind to a stranger like me?" Maria, the baker, replied with a smile, "Because empathy is the heart of our village. When we help each other, we grow stronger together." The traveler stayed in the village for a few weeks, helping with repairs and sharing stories of distant lands. Before he left, he wrote a letter to the villagers, thanking them for their kindness and promising to carry their spirit of empathy wherever he went. As the years passed, the village became known far and wide as a place of compassion and unity. Travelers from distant lands would visit, not just for its beauty, but to experience the warmth of its people.